Hi, everyone. Welcome to a brand new episode of Not Aspirational. I'm your host, Hannah Aaron Brown, and today I am joined by a very exciting guest, friend of the pod, pop culture enthusiast, avid rom-com reader and watcher, and host of the hit pop culture podcast, Who Asked Me? We have Selle Brooks.
I'm so excited to be here. Like we're just
Oh,
taking your text messages online. Well,
no,
not all the way because we get really.
I know. I know. Well, I told you, I'm like, I'm gonna have to keep it cute, like on the pod. But listeners, this is part one of a two-parter that we're doing. We're doing part one on Not Aspirational, part two on Zelle's podcast, Who Asked Me, and we're talking about off campus because we're both obsessed along with the rest of the world. And we were like, we're gonna need like a good swath of time to talk about this. And like, yes, the Summer House trailer came out today. I don't really give a fuck right now. And that says something.
No. Yeah, whatever.
Like, I'm exhausted.
I am exhausted and like I see everybody discoursing about in the city and like the conversations. I'm sorry. The only thing I have to say is like I don't know. Just on the opposite side of a lot of Bravo people this week, and it's
Mhm.
just going to continue. People being like, Amanda gagged Kyle by saying, "There's a video of you making out with somebody while we're married." And when did you get this video? What did you do with it? Like you knew, apparently you had video evidence of me making out with somebody while we were married, and you just sat on it.
I just feel like it's too soon to use the words like Amanda and gagged in a positive way in one sentence together.
Amanda has never gagged anybody ever.
That's the thing. I think she's such like a piece of just like Wonder Bread. I don't like she doesn't
Yeah.
have the riz to gag someone.
No, she doesn't. There's a video. Kyle said, okay.
Yeah, okay. Sure, Jan. And I feel like off campus was such a nice reprieve because being a
Oh
Bravo
God.
fan has been
Oh God.
insanely exhausting lately. And I will say, I feel like when Heated Rivalry came out, you really like revealed yourself in our friendship as like a true rom-com lover who you're like, I'm not going to stop with the show. I'm going to learn everything about these people. I'm going to read the
Yeah.
books, etc. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
I listen, I've always been like this, but I'm just now like really stepping into it and just like fully owning
Mm.
it. I've always been
Mm.
like this, but I would hide that part of myself. I wouldn't let anybody know that I was like super obsessed with something. And you've heard me say this before, I own it now. I am a rom-com girl.
Yeah.
Could care less about the movies that are at the Oscars and the Academies and like the super deep, meaningful. It's not for everybody. It's fine,
Yeah.
right? Some of us love surface level movies and surface level shit about
Yeah.
love, 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 love. And that's
Hmm.
me. Okay. We need an Oscars. We need an award show strictly for rom-coms and romantic shows. It needs to happen because there is a whole genre of people that like, sorry, I don't care. I don't care
No,
about like,
I literally don't care.
no,
The
I'm
world's a hard enough place as it is. I want to turn on television programming and movies that make me feel sparkly and happy and horny. I want to watch hot people doing things. I want to watch hot people falling in love. I want all the tropes, like leave no stone unturned. I want it all.
I need a montage. I need a banger of a sex scene.
God.
I even don't mind a third act breakup. I
N-
don't always need it, but I don't mind a third act breakup.
No, because
And
we
because
know in the end they'll get together.
and you know what? And we'll get here, but what I appreciate about off campus is that we did not spend too much time with Garrett and Hannah broken up. It
A
was like half
hundred
an
percent.
episode.
100%. So, listeners, we're going to be focusing on like the first half of the season in part one. And I honestly like, were you in from the get or did it take you a few episodes?
Okay, same thing with heated rivalry for me. I don't know why I do this.
Hmm.
I will hear about something and I'm like, okay, cool. If something has a book accompanied, 9 times out of 10, I am going to read it. Like even Verity, the only thing that has stopped me from reading Verity is one, I keep putting other things in front of it because I'm just a whimsy girl. Okay, I'm just a happy whimsy girl. But then I saw the teaser and I was like, is this dark? Is this like
It is
scary?
dark.
You
It's
know,
a little
I have
spook.
like two. Okay, I have like two. It has to either be like rom-com, like girly, lovey, la 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 land, or like Imperfect Women. Big Little
Mm-hmm.
Lies, things of
Mm-hmm.
that nature, women getting revenge. Like those are my two things. And the women need to get their revenge and a man needs to die. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So with Verity, I was like, this looks a little scary. Like, I don't want to read horror. And also, like, I sent you the fucking voice note. Also, why like Wuthering Heights was not my thing.
You were like, I'm good. No, Wuthering Heights pissed you off, and it pissed me off too. Because
I
I wanted to see them end up together. I didn't care if it was true to the book. I wanted to see hot people be in love and be together.
so many unnecessary things happening to keep two people apart
Oh,
really irritates me.
oh,
Really irritates me.
me too.
So in Wuthering Heights with Nellie, I get
Mm-mm.
that everybody is evil in Wuthering Heights, like, and nobody's like the like victor,
Mm-hmm.
right? Nellie, you you ruined a lot of people's lives
Mm-hmm.
just out of spite. Okay?
Yep.
You really fucked some shit up. And like, I didn't even care that she was pregnant with, and I don't think Heathcliff would have cared that she was pregnant with her husband's baby.
No, he just wanted her. They should have been together. And the fact that he missed her death, spoiler alert, by like mere moments. And he's like, when the rain's falling on his face, and he just looks at the husband like, fuck. And he's like smiling. I'm like, I actually can't take it.
No. I think also the thing that bothered me, this is a huge production.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob Elordi's lace front in the beginning of that movie,
Mm-hmm.
you're telling me we couldn't splurge. It was awful. It was dry. I know it's the 1800s, 1900s, whatever. Like, we don't have moisturizing products, but like the actual hair, the wig, it was bad. It didn't look like hair. It looked like a wig.
Well, it's also like how convenient that we're going to bring the 1800s into it when none of it's historically accurate. Like the costumes aren't historically accurate. So it's like, why did you guys stop at like the hair being dry?
Yeah, it was so fucking bad. It was
Yeah.
so fucking bad. But yeah, like Wuthering Heights, not my thing. I literally stop when they're done having sex.
I literally off campus delivered so much with sex and I was so happy. Like I truly Bridgerton season 2 was a religious experience for me, but I remember watching it and being like, wait, like we got like 2 seconds of like Jonathan Bailey going down on Kate, or sorry, Anthony going down on Kate. I was like, and then like there was like a sliver of sex at the very end after they got
Yeah.
together. But I was like, I wanted the payoff, like the explosive payoff of them having like sex, and I feel like we got that in off campus in spades.
Yes, I do. Okay, Bridgerton season 2 is my favorite, just
Same,
because I love
same.
Anthony and I love Kate,
They're
but
so
sex
hot.
wise, it's not the best. Um,
Well, have we
it's
talked
well,
about this privately?
it's listen, it's a slow burn. They are
Which is
like,
hot.
and it was hot, but it felt rushed at the end.
Yes.
And like, especially coming from Phoebe and the Duke, who were literally fucking all over
We got
everywhere.
ass and
That
titties in the
stairwell scene,
field. Yeah.
that stairwell scene.
Get out. Also, we've talked about this privately, but I'm gonna be so bold as to say it. Anyone who says that Bridgerton season 3 is like the hottest season of Bridgerton, I'm like, you
Fuck off.
fucking lie. Literally,
Fuck off.
don't lie to my fucking face,
Don't piss me
okay?
off.
Don't
Carriage scene, great. Yeah.
Yeah,
Love a thick
fine.
ring.
But the thing is,
But
like,
like,
I don't respectfully, I don't think the guy in it is hot. So, like, I think someone said he looks like Jack Frost in that, like, Michael Keaton movie, Jack Frost, and I couldn't unsee it.
oh, I do remember someone saying
And I
that.
was like, maybe that's why, but I just could not connect.
I think for me, I just don't. When it comes to what are their names? Lady Bridgerton, or not
Pen-
Lady Bridgerton,
Penelope and what's
Colin.
his
When it
name?
comes to
Colin.
Penelope and Colin, I like them as secondary characters. Like when
Hmm.
this past season, when they were like going out to lunch and tea and stuff, like I do like them as a couple. I love the like Penelope and Eloise's friendship,
Hmm.
and especially now being sister-in-laws. Love that. I totally love that.
Yeah.
I just I don't like Colin acting all high and mighty about her being Lady Bridgerton. First of all, she's rich. God forbid a girl love gossip. God forbid a girl make money off of loving gossip.
Clock it. That's
You're
what we're trying to
insane.
do right now.
And I'm always team Penelope. Like when Eloise was going, oh, I love Eloise, but when she was going off on her, when they were not friends, I was
Hmm.
10 toes down on team fucking Penelope
Hmm.
because you are jealous. You got the game
Always.
fucked up. You're so fucking jealous of your best friend. Just say it.
Hmm.
Just fucking say it. But yeah, no, three of Bridgerton. No, and I loved four. I'm not gonna lie.
I haven't watched four yet.
What?
No, I'm like nodding along, like, yeah, there's side cat like that I could get behind in theory, but I haven't watched season four yet. Because
Just watch the
season two was such a high that I was like, where else is there to go? Season three disappointed me. Sorry, what'd you just say?
I famously don't. The more seasons come out, season one goes lower and lower on my list.
So you liked, how would you rank the seasons of Bridgerton?
Okay, Queen Charlotte is my
Oh,
number fucking one. I pray every day to the rom-com romantic genre gods that
mm-hmm,
we get a like season two of Queen Charlotte because
mm-hmm.
you want to talk about something that I have watched over and over and over again. Queen Charlotte, I've watched that so many fucking times. It's not even funny.
Uh-huh.
So Queen Charlotte is number one. Anthony and Kate are my number two.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would say Benedict and Sophie, number three.
Hot.
I will put the Duke and Daphne at four, and then Colin and Penelope in last
Dead
place.
last. Are you able to watch Smut with Megan?
No,
Or
no, 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 no,
okay,
no.
this is
Absolutely
important.
not.
Jake,
No,
when I was finishing off campus last night, he was like, "Can I watch with you?" And I was like, "Sure, honey."
no.
And he caught me watching so much of it because we're both working from home right now. And like, I literally feel like a teenager where I'm like, "Dad, get out of my room!" Like, I literally am like,
No,
I just want to let this wash all over me without someone perceiving me.
no, literally. It's because I'm not ashamed. Obviously, I'm talking to you about it. I talk about it on the internet.
Of
But like
course,
the act of like sitting down, it's like watching a sex scene with your parents, like a
yes.
PG-13 movie, and it's just like, and like clearly this is the person I'm intimate with, but like no,
No, I'm
no,
sorry, they're different things.
no. I could barely watch the L Word with Megan just because it's like I don't
Is
know.
that a sexual show or sexy show? I've never watched it. I know, jail.
It's okay. It's like it is a sexual show. Is it a smutty show? Like, no, there, baby, it's messy. It's fucking
Okay.
lesbians. It is about a group of lesbian friends. It is messy, but I fucking love it, especially like the OG one because it's just so like 2000s Hollywood that
Yes.
I wish I lived in and I reminisce about a lot. They're so fucking fabulous. You would love Alice.
Oh,
You would love Alice.
it's on HBO, right?
Showtime.
Showtime. Okay, I'm adding it to list.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
how are you feeling like coming off campus? Like, are you immersing yourself in it 24/7 when you're at work? Are you thinking about it? Like, where are you at?
I am, yes, because I started reading the first book because I
Mm-hmm.
just like to know the source material.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been like that. Like if I watch a show and I really like it, I'm like, okay, I do have to know like the book and where we differed. And I've seen so many conversations about things that have changed so much from the book, and it's so different because obviously we're coming off of Heated Rivalry, which like let me just say this, they're the only comparisons to Heated Rivalry and Off Campus are Hockey and Love. Like they're not the same type of show like it at
Mm-hmm.
all. But Jacob Tierney followed like that book. The script, he literally took this like the book and made it the script. Bar for bar, I've never watched a show or a movie adaptation of a book that has so many similarities bar for bar as
Damn.
which, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I actually really loved it,
Yeah.
right? I still am really mad at Jacob Tierney for cutting out the last chapter of Heated Rivalry because it makes no fucking sense to me. But when I was looking at like the amount of people saying for off campus, they really appreciated the changes. Now
Mm.
that I'm listening to the audiobook and I literally have like an hour left in it, I do understand and appreciate the changes that were made, and I think for a show adaptation, it makes sense.
Okay. Wait, what
There are
are
a
some of
couple
the
things.
biggest changes? Yeah.
So the way they go about Logan having a crush on Hannah,
Mm-hmm.
In the book, it's a lot. In the book, he does not know her before. Like in the show, you know how they're like, that's Hannah. He's like, oh, I've paid attention to her. I've known her. I fixed her car. That doesn't
Mm-hmm.
happen in the
Okay.
book. He's just like, they meet her at the same time.
Okay.
And he is Logan's like a lot more like jockey bro in the show or in the book. He tells Garrett to his face, like, I like her, and when
Mm-hmm.
you fuck this up, I'm asking for permission to like hook up with her. And Garrett's like, nor. Like he says yes, but he's just like, I don't care because Hannah would never. And
Mm-hmm.
so I'm kind of struggling with that on how I feel about the book versus the TV show. I
Mm-hmm.
think I prefer the book version of that because Logan irritated me in the show.
He irritated me too. Why did he bother
Irritated the
you?
fuck because I don't like somebody who is not listening to their friend, and he leads with money. And like, I get it. We've talked about this before. Yes, when you don't have money, it's
Yeah.
all you can think about.
Yeah.
Which I got a fucking notification that a credit card company is suing me today. And I was like,
I got declined at a dive bar last Thursday. Like, I get it.
you know what I mean? Like, it's all
Yeah.
you think about. Like, it definitely, well, I fucking transferred money out of my savings to get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And
Like,
that's how
I
it
get paid this
goes.
week, but still, like,
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't think, and I don't like how Logan went about the hockey stuff
Mm-hmm.
in the show. It, I'm not saying like, babe, if you're not good, you're not good. But I don't know. Like, you're so mad at Garrett for being born into a circumstance in the
Mm-hmm.
show, and it's unattractive, babe. It's
It's
unattractive.
unattractive. It's not the move, babe.
No, it's
Also,
not.
did you see everyone on TikTok making fun of Jules, being like, this is just Skylar from The Summer I Turned Pretty in another font?
Listen, the fifth line, that whole thing, and Jules do not exist.
Well,
And
so everyone on TikTok is like, it's just Prime is always going to throw in like a tertiary non binary character.
literally,
And listen, I'm all for like non binary representation on television. It's just like Prime, it's clearly a thing that they're doing.
yeah, and like fine, I do love like the idea of college kids being like more open, and it's like, oh, that's
Totally.
my friend's younger sibling. These jocks, like it's not even bad at at that
Yeah.
character. As far as in the what is their book called, The Deal,
Hmm.
that person's not there. The fifth line is not a thing.
That's so
That's not a
interesting.
thing in the book. And I'm just like, and that's what, like, we talked about whether or not, like, and I saw somebody right before we got on here say, like, off campus are millennials. They are millennials. And
Mm,
same thing with Shane and Ilya. Technically, they're millennials. And that does make me feel better.
me too. We
Because
deserve this.
technically, Shane and Ilya are our age. Like, everybody was like joking the other day, technically was Shane Hollander's birthday, and it's his 35th birthday.
Ah, huge
Yeah.
slave for millennials. That's a
They
huge
are our
win.
age,
I
right?
love that.
But yeah, that whole thing doesn't I the fifth line story, I'm kind of like on. And then the more I think about it, like I sent you a voicemail about this, and I'm like, how would this really have fit in? It's not that big of a deal. But even though Garrett has a rich dad who played in the NFL,
Hmm.
he still works in the books. Like he has a job during
Hmm.
the off season of hockey. He works a construction job at that. So
That's
like,
hot.
you know, literally. And he does have a trust, but it's from his grandparents. And he gets access to it at 21, and he literally has a spreadsheet on his computer of what his college costs, tuition and books
Oh,
and hockey, like anything hockey related his dad pays for, and he is like planning on paying his dad back. He is writing him a check on his 21st birthday
oh,
for his everything that he's paid for, and like wiping his hands on him. So like, is Garrett having a job super important to the story? No, it's not. I just
right.
found that a little bit more interesting, especially because you have Logan who is working his ass off, obviously, and then you have Hannah who is like, I can personally relate to. At one point when I was that age, my mom was like, So where all do you work now? Because I literally I had like 3 jobs and I was going to school.
That is
My mom was just
so
like, she's at work.
intense. Did you feel like Hannah by the end of the season? I like forgot that she worked at the hockey rink by the end of the season.
Okay, yeah. That she doesn't work at the hockey rink in the book.
She doesn't. Because
Mm-mm.
I was rewatching the first episode like while I ate dinner before we started recording because I was like I was so fresh on the end of the season that I kind of forgot
Mhm.
how it started. And I was like, it literally starts with her being like a peeping Thomasina.
Which I love. That's
I
not
know.
in the book, but I love that.
I was like, I mean, how would you not take a peek if you saw that man like in the shower with his
Yes.
back tattoo, that diabolical back tattoo?
That is a big juicy man.
Oh my God. Also, wait, did you see the clip where he said his celebrity crush was SZA?
Have you seen his girlfriend?
Yes.
She's a comedy writer, which I fucking love.
No,
She's a
same.
comedy writer. Somebody was like, there's a video of her doing stand-up. I was like, I need to look that up fucking immediately. I'm obsessed with her.
No, I literally am obsessed with them together and they're so cute on Instagram to each other. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
I stan. And I love that, like, that in that interview with him and Ella Bright, she's like, yeah, isn't your celebrity crush like Emily Ratajkowski? And he looked at her like, the fuck? Like, no, it's SZA. And everyone in the comments, all these black women were like, we won.
No, somebody was like, there, every generation, there is comes an Italian actor, Italian man who loves him some black women. It was
Robert De
Robert De
Niro,
Niro. I forget who they said the other one was in between. And they're like, and now it's, what is his name? Belmont?
Belmont Cameli.
Sure.
I think that's his name.
Him.
They're so cute though. And I like,
They are.
if like in my mind, I'm like, if he were dating like an Alex Earl type, I would like yeet myself into traffic. And I love him and his girlfriend together.
No, you know that I got the ick from Tyreek Withers because I heard that story of him hitting on Alex Earl at F1.
Wait, that didn't come across my desk. That
It
sucks.
didn't. Maybe I told Raven and I think I told Kendrick because
Mm.
Kendrick and I would lust after him.
Ooh,
And
what's not
I
to
was
lust
like,
over?
I was listening to, I want to say it was the Yestergays with, yeah, it was. Justin Sylvester told a story where he was at F1 and he was, or maybe it was something else, I don't know, but he was in a box with Tyreek Withers and Alex Earl, and then Justin was like behind them or something, and he heard him trying to spit game at Alex Earl, and he was like, he has no game. So one, the having no game,
Disappointing.
okay, you can lean into your goofy side, I don't care. You were trying to spit game at Alex fucking Earl. That's specific.
That, yeah. Well, that's the thing that I like about Belmont Cameli, aka Garrett Graham, is like there's all these videos surfacing of him on TikTok just being like the silliest goose, like just like a
Yes,
sweetie pie. And like we're both Midwestern. He's a Midwestern boy.
he is.
And I'm just like, I really like it's been a long time since like a young, hot, up and coming star like impressed me the way he does. Like I'm just
Yes.
like I have no notes. Like I'm addicted to this young man. I think he's so cute. He seems like a really good person. Like in
Yeah.
interviews the way he talks about like women's pleasure being represented on the show. I was just like, who is your mother and like how do we thank her? Like what a beautiful young man.
I think I am very impressed with all of those young men. And
Yes.
I do like, so interestingly enough, the secondary theme in off campus being friendship,
Hmm.
I am so obsessed with because I'm so obsessed with Allie and Hannah. Guys, I sent Hannah and Raven a voice message in our group chat when I was watching, I think it was it the last episode?
I think
I
so,
don't know,
yeah.
whenever Allie and Hannah sit down and have that conversation,
Uh
and Allie is like, babe, you're the friend. Like I always knew that. I just figured you'd tell me when you were ready. And then she's like, you are everything. I'm getting choked up again because like girlhood is so important.
I
And
know.
all roads lead back to Bravo.
I know.
I sent them a voice note and I was crying because I love that scene so much. And then I'm like, and then you have Amanda Batula, literally, who has her friends pouring into her like this. And it's like, let me fuck it up. Girlhood is so important
I
to me,
know.
especially at the age that Hannah and Allie are. Like,
I know.
college is, I was literally talking to my baby cousin who just graduated high school this past weekend while I was up in Chicago and he was famously going to DePaul University.
Oh my God.
And I was like, your friendships, you are about to have the time of your life, but it's not going to feel like the time of your life. And you're going to learn so much about friendships and yourself and everything and just girlhood.
No, it's literally the best. There's nothing more powerful.
Literally looking at me like, okay.
No,
Like,
but like I really hope someday like your cousin looks back on this and is like, "Oh my God, Zell was
no,
right."
literally. Like, you're just, I just love it. And, but I also love the relationship with the guys.
I
I love,
know.
I like their friendship. I kind of read a little bit into more of the books because there is after all of the books wrap up with all of the guys and their love interest, there's this book called The Legacy, I'm assuming, which is kind of like a prequel of a book where it follows
Mm,
them 4 or something years after college and you see
fun.
where they all end up. And the guys apparently like have these conversations of like, oh, I can't believe you got married without me. You're my first best man. And they're just like besties. And I love friendship.
No, it's really wholesome and I like that like I would say aside from the Garrett and John Logan drama, I feel like a lot of the conflict didn't come from the friendships like having a fissure.
Mhm.
And I think especially like seeing a friendship between young women that's like so strong and so stable and it like
Yeah.
wasn't about them like fighting over guys or being jealous
Mhm.
or being competitive, like them just showing up for each other was like really really sweet and I'm like more of that on TV because it was really awesome to see,
Yeah.
especially from like young characters who aren't fully settled in themselves yet but can like still show up for each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh my God.
How did you feel about, well, what were your first impressions of some of the characters? Like, was there anyone that you saw where you were like, oh my God, I'm immediately obsessed with them, or like, I don't fuck with them at all?
The first character that I really was like, I don't think I like you very much, honestly, was John Logan. And I
I,
like said
yeah.
this on threads, and people are like, just wait till you read this book. And I'm like, okay. And his book is actually second. It's not the third one. I thought Allie and Dean's
Mm.
book was next. Um, Surprisingly, I do really like Dean. And it's just crazy because blonde men, adult blonde men really creep me out.
No,
Like,
we've talked about
grow out
this.
of that.
I'm repelled by a blonde man, but
Yeah.
Dean has like Riz on another level.
Yeah. And then Allie, I really was
Love.
attracted to Allie. I hate her boyfriend. What's his
His,
name? Seth, Sean, whatever.
Sean, he's
I
so
immediately
losery.
clocked him. I first line out of his mouth, I said, "Oh, you're a problem."
When he was like, well, I don't want to get my Dunkin' cup for my Halloween costume.
You literally, I want Dean and Al, or not Dean and Allie, Sean and Allie's relationship shown to so many young women. And hell, sometimes women aren't because, like, we are conditioned to, especially if you have big dreams. We've talked about this before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you have those big dreams and, like, goals that are kind of looked at as like unattainable and things that you will have
Mm-hmm.
that will take more time and like, are more likely to not get, you have to work harder. You are constantly pressured to be like, okay, but like, what if I don't like get married, have a baby right now, go settle down, and I end up just like wandering the streets of LA or New York and like
Mm-hmm.
making nothing of myself, and I really could have had the home in Vermont and things like that. And it's like, babe, Vermont will always be there.
Period.
The home in Vermont will always be there. And I promise you, there will always be a man in Vermont to make you like to want to settle down with you.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you're not even gonna fucking try to hide it. When he told her, like, I just figured, I thought you'd grow out of that. I was like,
Evil.
drown him,
Yeah, jail. What's
drown
that
him.
TikTok sound that's like, slit his throat, seize him?
Literally.
No,
I was like,
how
insurance,
fucking
not
dare
even
you?
like, not even a law firm, an insurance firm in Vermont.
How dare you? I can't think of
She just
anything
got
more
an
boring.
agent
She just got an agent. She's
in
going
college.
places. Also, by the way, her, if I may, her boobs are the most perfect boobs. They look like Margaret Qualley's fake boobs in The Substance that were like made in a lab to be perfect. Like I've never seen more perfect boobs in my life. She's so gorgeous. I like gawk at her.
You want to know something funny?
What?
That was the first scene that they shot. when her boot, like when
Oh, when
she's
she
just
took the
getting
sweatshirt
ready.
off, right?
Hmm.
I saw that today, and it was the director, right, who was
Yeah,
like,
the
"Hey,
showrunner.
showrunner." She was like, "Hey, we could do this like beginning of the day or end of the day. You decide." And she's like, "Let's just rip the Band-Aid off and do it."
Can you explain something to me?
Yeah.
What exactly is a showrunner?
So a showrunner is basically like what a director is to film, a showrunner is for TV. So it's like their entire like vision, like creative vision
Mm.
is the entire season of a show.
Oh,
But the director varies episode to episode. But
gotcha.
like showrunners like head honcho
Oh,
in
okay, that
TV.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Love that.
She like had a very like soothing energy though. I'm like, I love that she like gave the actor
Mm.
like the choice and was like, here's what we're gonna do. And also just like as an actor, I'm like, I would always rather have a woman showrunner than a man, but that's just being a woman in the world, I guess.
No, wait, I need to ask you another question from an
Yeah.
actor. So, Ella Bright, who plays Anna, she's
Mhm.
15 or 15. She's 19 in real
Might as
life.
well be 15. Hmm.
Yeah. And Garrett, whatever his name is in real life, he's 28.
Hmm.
So people were really up in arms about this.
Hmm.
I was like, I'm not really seeing it. I'm not really seeing the huge issue, right? Like now, if they started dating, then yes, I would be like,
Like,
mm.
ooh.
But tell me how you think, because the showrunner, she also said, like, when she was asked about this, she was like, Ella auditioned and it came down to her. I really wanted her to play Hannah, but I did have a conversation with her before she got the part about what this book is about, what these scenes are going to be about, and asked her if she was going to be comfortable filming these scenes. And she said yes.
Yeah.
And I think that that's fine. I think that she did her due diligence as a showrunner.
Yeah.
But do you think it's weird that she's 19 and he's 28?
You know, like I have friends who also were like, oh, this kind of got in the way of me being able to enjoy the show. And it didn't for me. And I don't like, I don't like, don't cancel me, guys. I don't know, like, if there's a right and a wrong. I think the fact that like the actor like fully knew what she was signing up for,
Mhm.
fully consented. I think the fact that they had like an intimacy coordinator on set and that she felt very
Yeah.
like involved and that it was a
Mhm.
collaborative thing and that she felt like the set like I've heard Ella Bright be like, well, the sex is for like the sake of storytelling. I didn't think it was like gratuitous. It was like to move the story forward. And I think as long as the actor felt like safe and empowered, I think that's what we should be going off of. Because I also like I know people who like did college the like went like full frontal nude in college theater for $0. And like I'm like, well, I don't want to sound like crass, but I'm like, if I were 19 and I were offered the lead in a TV show that like I know is going to be a huge fucking deal, and what's standing in my way is like whether or not I'm going to get frisky on camera with a showrunner that I feel safe with, I would probably have done it at 18, 19.
Yeah, well, with the showrunner and an intimacy coordinator, I think within the last like few years, thank you, Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, we have learned a lot about intimacy
Mm-hmm.
coordinators and what they do. And like now that I fully understand, and I like hats off to the actors, the intimacy coordinators, I've heard a lot of actors explain it into intimate scenes like it's like dancing.
Yeah,
It's like choreography. It's not steamy whatsoever. It
right.
is not hot. Like every like face touch that we see, like any move that we see during those intimacy scenes, you have somebody in the back saying like, pull your leg up, put your hand up, blah, blah. It's not
100%.
hot.
No,
They're not just like going at it. And shout out to them because I don't know if I couldn't sell it if
no.
I had some, you know what I mean?
I've never had to try.
Yeah. So like, I'm like, it's not like they put them in a room and then they're like, go at it, make us believe, like, you know what I mean?
No, totally.
And then
It's very
famously,
technical.
yeah, when it comes to the show me scene,
Ah,
apparently they both went in there and did it, but then like they did the scene together for the most part, but then for whatever reason they couldn't finish Garrett's that day, so they had to cut. He had to go back in the room by himself with like the intimacy coordinator and like the production guys and do it by himself.
oh my God. The toe curl took us
We
both
can't
out.
do we can't do the toe.
The toe curl, I was like uncalled for. Like I was like, I get it. They're turned on. We don't need to see both of their toes curl.
It was so Amazon Prime.
It was so Amazon Prime, but you know what wasn't Amazon Prime? The fact that we saw like penises.
Oh my God. I love that we saw more dicks than
So much dick.
boobs because like we come from, listen, we're older gals.
Yeah.
We come from the age of like if there was going to be nudity in a movie or a show, it was absolutely the woman. It was
Always
absolutely
boobs.
boobs. I as a bisexual woman, am I complaining? No, absolutely
Right.
not. But I love now that it is men. Like people are like, no, we're going to normalize like men are going to get naked too. When she
Yes.
walked in that locker,
And it was just peep, peep, peep.
I was like, Hannah, Mama, what are you doing? I wouldn't be able to speak either. I'd be like,
No, and they did like a close up of all of them. Wait, by
yeah.
the way, sorry to pivot so quickly. How did you feel about Hannah, aka Wellesley?
Okay. So I I actually think like after reading the book, I think that the casting is perfect. Like
Hmm.
she does look like how she is described in the book. We talked about this. I hate when somebody in a book is described as like naturally curvy, petite, blah blah, and then they give us some like skinny blonde woman. It's
It's
like,
like the Jenny Humphrey effect in Gossip Girl.
yes,
Yeah.
bitch, you just fucking reminded me of that because I forgot
She's supposed to
that
have
Jenny
massive
was,
titties and curly brown hair, and she was
I
size
forgot
zero with
that's how
long
Jenny
blonde hair.
was
Yeah.
supposed to look. That was such a big deal back then.
Hmm.
That was such a big deal. Oh my God.
Hmm.
Anyways, exactly. The Jenny Humphrey effect. I appreciate and I think that she does look like the character. Whoever
Mm.
did her hair,
Mm.
we do need to have a talk. And like, I think it also goes into not really being clear of when this show is supposed to take place. Because if it's 2015, that hair does fit.
Yes, but then it's like the Instagram stories of it all aren't 2015. And then
No.
at one point, Allie's wearing a jacket that like I attempted to buy on TikTok Shop like 2 years ago, like a red one.
The red one. Yes,
Yes.
yes.
And the one I got did not look as cute as hers. It was a total
I've been
shit.
thinking about that fucking red jacket.
It's so cute. But I'm like all of Allie's outfits, I would wear them. I thought her style was so cute. I loved how she was styled. The way Hannah was styled from the hair to the clothes to the booties was unfortunate. And I felt like her hair literally looked like Matt Camden from Seventh Heaven.
That is such a specific reference
The
that I
center part?
understand, and you are correct. And what's funny is I also literally just had to reference Seventh Heaven the other day for something. And so the fact that you just said that, I am dying.
Hmm.
No, you are correct. Like, and I told you, the former hairdresser in me, I was like, I have to go see what Mama's hair looks like naturally because the way they have it out, it's giving that it's thick, right?
Yes.
Her
It's
hair
Lord
is thick.
Farquaad.
Yeah, and so the cut that she had, it's like, but I watched the first like three episodes over again just to like because I knew we were recording this.
Hmm.
And I was like, there's a couple scenes where you can tell that they tried. Like they tried to like either like bump it under, but as somebody who just got done having a really short cut, I love a shortcut. It is so high maintenance. And the one day you don't do anything to it, it is flipped out in the back, like especially at the length that she had it. Ella Bright's hair now is great, and I really hope she doesn't cut it because they're filming season two like now.
Thank God that they're getting their asses up and working because it feels like nobody wants to work these days.
Bitch,
Heated rivalry, like you said.
don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. People were like arguing with me. Listen, the heated rivalry girls and the off-campus girls were arguing. I was enjoying it, and I was just poking the bear because I am a fucking messy bitch. I While they are not comparable, we can compare the phenomenon, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And I also can understand that we are comparing an MGM Amazon Prime production to a Crave Canada Jacob Tierney, like, starving artist production,
Hmm.
right? Totally get it. However, Jake Jacob Tierney has pissed me off so fucking bad with how he has gone about like season two.
Mm,
Because it's to the point where I was like, it's not just him. It was like everybody asking him every interview, season two, when season two, when season two. Stop asking him questions. You stop taking interviews. Go sit in a room.
yeah.
Get to fucking work.
Yeah.
But I saw the showrunner again be like, all the scripts are done. All the scripts for season two done. She was like, oh no. She was like, we're finished. Writer's room is over.
Get your ass up and work. It feels like nobody wants to work these
Yeah.
days.
And everyone's like, well, they're on par for like filming a year out because I guess they filmed off campus a year ago, like last summer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, baby. They filmed Heated Rivalry last May, and it took them 6 weeks. They only filmed it in 6 weeks. That's two totally different things. Per Jacob, they're only filming for like 6 weeks again, but they're not getting back until August.
Oh my God.
I'm not going to try to pretend to be in the mind of a film writer or anything like that because Lord knows I'm not. I have a Substack and I write my little silly little vlog and I make my videos. We are not the same. I want to make sure I say that before I fucking say this. But no, we didn't know how it would take off. You're telling me you were that unfucking prepared? Heated Rivalry was not an unknown book. The book had its own like cult following.
100%.
It had and when they were even casting last year, or when they did the cast, the people that like followed that book before it was ever a thing, they were making TikToks about it. They were like, "Oh, we think this is going to be the cast. We think this is going to be the da 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 da." You did nothing to try and like even maybe prepare, maybe
Mm-hmm.
to the point where now, and like not to go off on a tangent. Okay,
Go ahead.
The again, Blakely Thornton, have to shout him out. He made such a fucking good point when they were talking about the Met Gala and Hunter and what's that boy's name? Connor,
Mm-hmm.
right? He was like, I'm not mad at them for going to the Met Gala because this might be their one and only chance. We've only seen these boys in one thing.
Which is
And we
crazy.
have yet to see them in anything else. Hunter, what's that boy's name? Connor bailed out of social media immediately. Was like, nope, bye. Hudson.
Hudson? Yeah.
Hudson automatically went into, and like, I know that the fans are like weird, and don't get me wrong, I totally get it. I do just think that had they not tried to be so like under wraps about their relationships and their sexualities and everything like that, everything would have just like kind of calmed down and fizzled out.
Yeah.
Belmont's like, I have a girlfriend. Like everybody, like, what's the guy's name? Dean has a fiance.
They're all like wiped the
I'm
fuck
not
up.
gonna. Apparently, Connor was out of the closet already. He still hasn't confirmed his sexuality. I'm not asking him to. Whatever. I don't care. Hudson has a girlfriend. You have a
Mhm.
fucking girlfriend, and she was at like like you have a girlfriend. Whatever. You have a girlfriend. You have a girlfriend. Period. I
Mhm.
don't care. Like, I think had that route been taken a little bit more, it wouldn't have been such what it was.
Yeah.
But everybody kept trying to hide everything and be like, oh my God, don't ask him questions. Don't. And like Blakely, I think made the same point that you made. Or
Hmm.
maybe let's tell it to the bees. Like, you cannot have it both ways. Like, if you don't want to be seen, you will not be seen.
Totally.
I did not know so many magazine covers existed still until Hudson and Connor came out because we were pulling magazine covers out of the ass. Okay. You
100%.
want to be seen to a certain extent, but you are asking, like, it's just this weird thing. It's just this really weird thing with them that I'm like, maybe if we would have just let it ride out, it would have been fine.
Yeah. It's hard to be like, I want privacy, but then also, I don't know. Especially Hudson Williams. I think the way he moves, I'm like, you're loving every second, which I enjoy watching people enjoy being famous.
Mhm.
Like, I think it's like refreshing to see someone earnestly enjoy being famous, but I do think the like Yeah, it's almost like the aversion to the success of the show. It almost feels like they think they're above it and it feels too early for that. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Yeah.
because again, not to be a hater, I know what type of shows I'm watching. I loved Heated Rivalry. I watched it a million times.
Yeah, it's great.
Honor Story's accent did slip multiple times. When he says like go, when Shane's like, I gotta go, he says in an American accent, go. And that's fine.
I have to
That's
rewatch it.
totally fucking fine. And I'm not saying that acting in off campus Oscar worthy. Again, I don't watch things that are Oscar worthy,
No, we're
babe.
having a great time.
I don't. Okay. I'm just saying, like, I think that like these are young actors that we're watching, and everybody needs to like keep that in mind that these are young actors that we are watching that are just starting their craft. And I feel like the off-campus cast is just more a little bit more like, yeah, this is what we're doing. And I think Belmont like said this in an interview. He was like, listen, he was like, I have social media, obviously. He goes, I don't engage with anything off campus related on my social media because I don't want to scroll and see my face.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I don't, he was like, it's my social media. Like, he was like, so I don't engage, but he was like, people show me or like whatever, when I get tagged in something, like I see it, but he was like, no, I do not actively seek out. And like, there's ways to do social media, right?
Mm-hmm.
And not, but like the way those boys like took or their teams took social media from them immediately, I saw that apparently there's something that like Hudson, apparently they both have Finstas, and
Mm.
something was uncovered of Hudson like possibly saying a racial slur back in his high school days. I was like,
Nar.
I mean, I'm not shocked. I think when you go through to heights to like Connor's Instagram was scrubbed when the show first started charting.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, I've archived a lot of things on my Instagram. I've
Mm-hmm.
archived a lot of things on my Instagram. Don't get me wrong. I've had Instagram since I was like fucking
No, same. I'm
whenever
like
it came
my
out.
Instagram was so losery. Like
Oh my God, so bad.
even like within the last 3 years. Yeah.
Yeah. And when I get a team and I make it big, they're gonna do a deep dive as well. And
Yeah.
they're not, it's not gonna be scrubbed, but Connor's was scrubbed. Hudson's was like pretty scrubbed.
Mm-hmm.
It just is like, okay, we get it. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the heated rivalry fandom is just irritating the shit out of me
And
also.
that's valid. But I'm so in love with the off-campus cast
I
where
am
I'm
too.
like, guys, like I'm obsessed with all of you. Don't let us down. No pressure or anything. But like they're so cute and they seem like they're having so much fun. And to your point, it's like I think it's really sweet to see that the cast can enjoy each other without it just seems obviously it's very new. The show came out like a week ago, but like
Mhm.
the fact that the guys can be like, yeah, we're in this show and like yes, it's like a sexual romantic show, but like we're all like in happy relationships and we also
Yeah.
respect our women co-stars. And like it just feels like a good vibe on that show. And I'm just like
It does.
excited to see. I love watching them be silly geese together. I love watching them be hot together. I'm just
Mhm.
excited to see where it all goes. And I'm so happy that they're filming like now.
No, so am I.
We deserve this. Wait, okay. Before we get into Hannah's Hot Girl Corner, I wanted to ask who would you say is your number one crush on the show?
Oh, Garrett.
Yeah.
You know what I realized? Those boys on off campus, they are like, I don't want to say meaty, but
No, they are.
I don't prefer like a lean. Me and my coworkers were just having this talk because basketball was on and they were like, "Oh, that basketball player is fine." And I was like, "Him right there." And he is like he looks like Stretch. He looks like Mr. Incredible.
No,
Like
I don't
I
like a
was
skinny
like,
boy.
I don't, and they were like, he's very lean. And I was like, yeah, that is how we would describe it. I like someone who is like, especially a man, like, sorry, Garrett, Loki, he got them hips. I
Yes.
don't mind a man with childbearing hips.
The way
Okay.
that clothes hang on his body is
Yeah.
nice.
I was like, he looks like if he had a couple of kids and a few beards, like maybe, things would be, but he would wear it well. I
100%.
I like that. Like I was like, he's ripped, obviously, don't get me wrong. He's ripped, but it's not like an unattainable ripped. I also find myself all the time. Connor's Story has a slutty little waist, and I'm so fucking jealous of it because it's
Body tea.
unfair.
Yeah,
I
body
don't even
tea.
know how I would begin. I have a pack of vanilla wafers waiting on me right now. Like Hudson has talked about, we've talked about how like
Yeah.
Connor's eating habits are questionable.
They're
Um,
concerning. Yeah.
yeah, but like he has a slutty little waist in a way that makes me jealous.
Hmm.
Garrett has a big build in a way that's
100%. He's a
like,
big boy.
yes,
And it's like you said, it's like if he like is like one day when he's like 45 years old, even maybe even before that, maybe when he's 35, if he were to gain like 30 pounds and just have kind of a dad bod, he would still be really fucking sexy. And like
yeah,
that's important to me.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sexy
Like
with a
if I'm
dad bod
going
is
to like
like
a man when I'm built, I'm like, that's it.
a big boy. Yeah. I agree. Garrett was my number one, but Dean was like, again, I'm normally repelled by blonde men, but Dean and Allie had something that I really enjoyed.
Oh my God, I'm literally obsessed with them.
They're so fucking hot. Okay, before we get into part two on your show, we're going to finish with Hannah's Hot Girl Corner. So, this is when we recommend literally anything that we think the hot girls would enjoy. Do you want to start or do you want me to start?
You go ahead and start because I have to pull mine up.
Okay. Mine is okay, it's about to be Memorial Day weekend, and every summer, I'm like, do I like this swimsuit? And nine times out of 10, I hate all my swimsuits from the previous summer, so I have to get new ones.
Mm-hmm.
Here are the two places that have
In
it's a
summer.
fucking nightmare.
Mhm.
So the two places that I'm ordering from this summer are Abercrombie. They have some really cute swimsuits.
Oh,
And
okay.
then Pop Flex just launched a really cute swim collection. They do a lot
Mhm.
of like athleisure and like workout clothes, but they have some really cute swimsuits with a variety of like tops and bottoms. So like whatever you're looking for, whatever level of coverage, they have some cute colors and patterns. So Abercrombie swimwear and Pop Flex swimwear are my hot girl recommendations of the week, and I'm linking them in the show notes.
Oh my God, I'm gonna go to those. Also, what's so funny that I'm the same way about swimwear. Same exact way.
Ugh.
I got a targeted ad. Listen, a targeted ad, love to see me coming.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
clicking the link. I
No,
am
totally.
absolutely clicking it.
Same.
It's some company, and I can't remember. I favorited one on Amazon just so I would be able to get back there. But it's some like company that's now selling on Amazon, and their swimsuits are really cute. I'll have to find it and I'll send it to you.
Oh my God,
But
please do.
yes, girl. Okay. So my all of mine are very summer beauty related. Okay.
Yes.
I don't know if anybody is like me, but I am a vanilla gourmand scent girly,
Mm.
which is a lot of times it's hard to find a summer scent that you like. If I put on a fruity floral scent, I feel like I stink. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But Dylan Purple by Versace is so good. The notes, what family is this in? The notes are bitter orange, Italy, or pour, pear juice, uh,
Ooh.
accord, bergamot. I love a bergamot. And
Me
you know what's
too.
funny? Technically, this is a floral fruity fragrance, but I am fucking obsessed with
But
it.
it sounds like very balanced and like
It is.
clean.
It is.
Yeah.
And then Armani Power of You. If you follow me, I posted this. It's giving Escada like Island Kiss. Remember those from
Ah,
early aughts? Like it's
yes.
giving, when I smelled that, it sent me into outer fucking orbit because I was obsessed with these, like fucking obsessed, and I've never smelled anything like it ever again. So those, if you're a gourmand, like vanilla-y, girly, those are the scents that I'm wearing this summer. Also, Sunkissed Dahlia by Skylar Beauty, also one of my favorite summer
Oh my
scents.
God, thank you so much for that hot girl intel because there is like nothing better than just like leaving the house and knowing that you smell
Yes.
good. Like, and also I've gotten really into scent layering. It's like, let's do the lotion, let's do
Oh,
the
yep.
oil, let's do the
Hmm.
perfume, like the hair products, like
100%.
it all has to tell like a scent story.
It does. It absolutely does. I'm still working on like the layering of it all because
It's a
the oils
lot.
is really hard for me. The oils
Mhm.
is really hard for me.
I
But okay,
know.
and then so for the face for summertime, if anybody is like me who like it's hard for me to wear foundation in the summertime, especially like during the day events, but I really want to look like I like up and ready to go. This is literally what I have on now, and I will be making a video about it soon. It's the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip 12 hour hydrating gel stick concealer.
Oh,
It is so good for spot concealing and under the eyes and just all over. You can put it wherever. And if you get your proper like shade match, it's just giving skin. Like this, I've had this on
I
for
was gonna
literally
say your
over
skin
12
looks
hours.
amazing.
Yes. And then paired with, I do no foundation, but I prep with like all my like products, my primers that keep me from being oily. And then I usually do like a skin illuminator underneath. So I'm still kind of giving something. And then Hailey Bieber, I have to say, Mama, you did your thing with the Rhode blush, the blush sticks.
I've heard great things.
My favorites are Toasted Teddy and Sleepy Girl.
I must check them out.
And then powder your under eyes, and like you are literally good to go. It takes 6 minutes to do this, and you're ready to
Oh,
go for summer. Like you could go to a barbecue. It's great for boating. Like it's amazing.
you can handle all the summer elements.
Yes, you can.
Obsessed. That's actually the perfect segue, Zell. Will you please tell my listeners where they can find you?
You can find me on TikTok, Who Asked Zell. You can find me on Instagram, Who Asked Zell, or Who Asked Me Podcast. I have a Substack. I have a YouTube. Listen, if you go follow me on any of those, my link tree is in there, and it will take you to like everything. It'll take you to what is that? My shop. So
Mm-hmm.
all of that.
Love. Okay, everyone go follow Zell. Seriously, like I'm obsessed with all of your content and she literally does everything and you'll be obsessed with her across platforms. If you don't follow me already, follow me at Hannah Aaron Brown on Instagram and TikTok. If you love this podcast, leave a rating and review. Send it to a friend. Send it to your off-campus obsessed friend. And now go check us out on Who Asked Me. Okay, love you. Bye.